line, it helps guys like him.
Right.
Um, you know,
Wake up,
in terms of
Leaf.
that, and a lot of these international
Uh,
guys. What's up, Leaf?
So
Congratulations to your boy signing for 4 years, 220 whatever $1 million. Like I'm like, yeah, you know,
220.
Daniel Jones contract keep going lower and
it's
lower
thank
and
you.
lower and lower.
Hey,
don't let him
hey,
get on
hey,
what
hey,
your
did
hey,
nerves.
listen,
what did
hey,
we
listen,
say 2
listen.
years ago when he signed? This is
Hey,
what we told you guys.
hey, listen. I never had a problem with y'all signing Daniel Jones, man. Hey,
No, I'm not
listen,
you. I'm not you.
look, to contrary belief, I don't have that much, animosity towards Giants fans. I just think y'all comic relief, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, y'all have always
I
been
feel the
comic
same way
relief.
about the Packers because we
Yeah,
No,
always
you
beat
don't.
them.
yeah, we do.
No, you
So
don't.
we just turned Germany and Canada into Daniel Jones.
Leaf,
I know it, right?
Everything always gets
Leaf,
turned into Daniel Jones, no
Leaf,
matter
Yeah,
what. It gets,
So, we just turned
Leaf.
Canada and Germany into Daniel Jones.
Woo!
Okay, all right, yeah, yeah, yeah. We did that. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just
That's
Let's,
did that,
that's
y'all
man.
know that we
crazy.
did that,
Let's
man.
just
Look,
change the
Let's get
title,
back to
NYG.
basketball,
Just
man. Let's
change the
get
title to
nah. We not
Olympic
going.
Jones.
We
Just
not.
change
We
the
not
title.
going. We
I'm
not going to
my
do
sorry.
bad, my
that.
bad.
I'm
I thought,
We're
I
going.
thought it's
We're
football.
going.
It's me.
We're
I
going to
take it
get.
back.
I know Coach is a football
Save
guy.
it for
I know
Sunday.
NYG is a football
Save
guy.
it. Save it for Sunday. I will be live
Yeah,
Sunday for
definitely,
Giants
definitely.
conversations.
Yeah.
Save it for Sunday.
All right,
I
go
gotta
ahead.
get, back in there with the blue fellas, man. I mean, the blue
Mm,
fellas is y'all some of the best Giants fans right now that I know on YouTube, man. So I mean, I got Giants
definitely,
fans
man.
in my family, but I mean, obviously, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, so go figure.
We
And I live in
appreciate
Brooklyn.
that.
Yes, since
We
1988.
appreciate that, man. But talk about let's talk about Canada versus Greece here. What is your thoughts about this matchup? Of course, you know the players from each side, the NBA players, those are the I hate to disrespect the other guys, but I don't personally know a lot about them, so I can't speak on what I don't know about. So, but just talk about the matchup with Canada and Greece real quick, Leaf. Appreciate you joining the show. Coach, you have a question?
Well, no, go ahead. Go to Lee first. Go to Lee. I'll wait.
Oh yeah, well,
Got it. You got it.
the matchup to me, it seemed like a pretty interesting matchup. I mean,
I think
Giannis,
so.
and the Antetokounmpo brothers, I guess, and everybody over there, man, they seem to be pretty much overachieving. I think the last time Greece was in any Olympic form, I can't say it had to be eons ago. You know what I'm saying? But this Canada team might be the best Canada team on paper that we've ever seen. The best collection of talent. I
Right.
mean, you got SGA, you got Jamal Murray, you got
Hmm.
Dylan Brooks, you got a whole collection of guys, man, over there. I don't even think Zach Edey showed up yet because I
Right.
think he was
Right.
in a summer league and whatever. So I didn't even think he showed up yet. But
Mm-mm.
it's a good collection. It ought to be a good game. I
Irv
can't really
K.
call it.
Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
Shout out to Irv, man. What's going on, man? Irv, a big supporter of the channel. Shout out to Irv, man. But to be honest with you, man, I don't really know how I could go. I mean, like I think on paper Canada has the advantage just in terms of like a lot of the talent that they had, but
Right.
I mean, I think Giannis and that Greece team, man, they got a lot of wingspan. They got a lot of height on that team, man, and who knows, man? Like I ain't really paid attention to Greece too much, I mean, but who knows how this matchup could go? I flip a coin on this, man. Like it could go anyway.
Hmm.
Leap, I
Um,
got a question for you if that's okay. Because you
What's up?
mentioned something that was pretty cool. When you said that they got a lot of height and length, right? Pause
Hmm.
for the Greece team. Well, how do you feel about when they are stepping out
Easy. What's
from out of
good
the
with you, bro?
perimeter in the international game with a shorter 3 point line with all those shooters in Canada?
That's another X factor right there. And I think defensively, the one thing I've seen from a lot of the athletic, I guess if you want to say countries, and a lot of the countries that have wingspan, they can
Right.
get out and guard. I'm like they got like a lot of like wingspan and like lengthy guys that could get out on the perimeter and away from the basket and guard. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think that'll necessarily be an issue. If they get killed by the 3 ball, then they know why. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
because they didn't defend it as good as they thought they did. But I mean, who knows how this game could go? It could, like the one thing about the Olympic game is that it's one of them clash of styles type of leagues, if you will. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
you actually gotta come through with a game plan. That sometimes
Yeah,
the three
you
ball,
gotta play some defense too.
yeah. You gotta play some defense. You gotta orchestrate a game plan. You could play through the post. You could play through your bigs. Obviously, it ain't no 3 seconds. Be honest with you, bro. Like it's a whole clash and mix of styles on the Olympic game. It's not like the NBA where all right, yo, we know this team is if the team is stacked enough and they have enough shooters, they can get the better of another team and they can have the advantage all the time. But like nobody really has an advantage until the matchups start to match up. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see
Yeah, I
how
think
you
it's
know
I
goes
think
on
it's the
the court.
IQ. I think it's an IQ thing too, especially at this
Absolutely.
type of level for basketball, because team chemistry is one thing when you practicing with your team, but being reactionary when you got to play against a team and y'all really in a fight in the international game is serious. So I think basketball IQ plays a real big role in the international game when it comes to Olympic teams.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. You ain't
Absolutely,
never been no
man.
more writer, bro. Absolutely.
Let's go to Cave and Coach. Coach, I know you had a question before Leaf went. Coach.
Yeah. One of the things that I'm intrigued with this game is how do they defend Giannis? Because that's going to be a big factor. Now, the 3 second rule is going to is it's going to help, but that also takes away where now if Greece has 3 point shooters, that's Giannis is just going to force their defense to collapse. And then on the defensive end, which you guys already talked about, that their length, they're going to be able to play the passing lane. So what about deflections and causing turnovers? So yes, Canada has some talent, but we can't just act like it's just Greece is just going to be a easy walk in the park, because number one, we know Giannis is probably, if not the elite, one of the elites in all of basketball across the world, and he forces you to change. And then don't forget when he starts coming down and just takes the ball and starts coming down the lane, literally takes 1 to 2 steps and he's at the rim. And the way he can force your defense, or he can get around your defense with his steps, and then just literally almost Wilt Chamberlain type, where he could just reach over and dunk the ball over some guys. So that's why I'm like looking at this. His game. Yes, you could talk about SGA. SGA is elite, but do they have somebody the caliber of Giannis? Seriously. And that's the whole thing. They don't have. Somebody tell me who's in their low post game right now for Canada.
I think and you know what, Coach? I think you probably hit a good nail on the head right there, because without Zach Edey to protect that paint, I think like they kind of gonna have a bit of a problem, because I like, in terms of we already know they got guards, they got wings and everything like that in terms of Canada, but I think Zach Edey gonna have to suit up. I mean he was initially on that team, but
he pulled out. I think he said he wasn't going to go because he wants to focus on his NBA career.
Right.
He should.
Right. As he should. But yeah, Coach, you might be right about that. I think Giannis might just be running through the 6, something easy, man, because I don't think none of them Canadian boys can guard him.
And if they're playing zone, then that takes away, in a sense, 3 and D, because that's what a lot of their wing players are. They won't be able to be 3 and D type of guys, and if you're playing man to man, well, who's guarding Giannis? That's what I want to know. I mean, you have doesn't Kelly Olynyk, he's on Canada, right? But he's not going to be able to athletically stick with Giannis. So
Giannis was going to abuse him. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like you can't put. I'm not going to expect RJ Barrett or. So it's like, okay, it's interesting. I mean, when you said that, that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, okay, now I don't know the rest of the other Canadian players outside of his other brother. I mean, Thanasis is not there, but really, he's probably the worst of the three brothers anyway. So, so it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm intrigued. What time does that game come on tomorrow?
Canada and Greece is at I think 3:15.
3 o'clock game.
Not mistaken. Let me make sure.
All right. I'm just going to have it on the TV while I'm doing my show. All right.
Yeah, 3:15. 3:15 Eastern Standard Time. So, check that out, man. Definitely, man. But all right, let's get into the Sunday games. Got 2 games Sunday. We'll start with the less intriguing game. Sudan versus Puerto Rico. Not a lot of interesting talent here. Puerto Rico says they got Jose Alvarado, and then former Boston Celtics guard Tremont Waters.
Yeah, I know.
South Sudan just proved that they can
South
play.
Sudan, you seen what they can do. I don't know much of any of these guys that's playing for them. But
I'm looking at that Duke freshman, the 7-footer.
And the head coach,
Malaluke.
Oh, okay.
Duke with Cooper Flag, so
Yeah.
intrigued to watch him play.
But they got, what's the spread here? Oh, Puerto Rico's only given 3.5, so expecting this one to be a close one, man.
The head coach, she was a former NBA player for South Sudan too. So,
Luol Deng.
Yeah, Luol Deng. Yeah, we know who Luol Deng is. But what's y'all's thoughts on this game?
Shout out to Luol, man. Shout out to Luol Deng, man, for taking a shot for that South Sudan.
He's from Jersey.
He is from Jersey, by the way. Yeah. Shout out. Hey, side note, I don't know if y'all heard, for the Jersey natives, somehow, some way, the 76ers is gonna make their way to Camden because they already got their practice facilities out there.
Oh yeah, they be practicing out there from time to time.
Yeah. So and I'm hearing that.
Camden.
Hey, coach, I said the same thing. When I was in New Jersey, I was told not to go to Camden. So my thing is like, all right, y'all already practiced there. So my thing is Philly is right across. You can walk from Philly to Camden.
Yeah,
Just go over
that's a Ben Frank walk right there. Like,
you can walk. So
at 95 and shoot right down 95, and it's around the corner.
One stop on the SEPTA.
I'm told that they're not going to change the the Philadelphia 76ers name, but they are having problems with the arena currently, renovation type ish, all that stuff. So Camden might be a destination like for a bit. I don't know if that's going to be a long term stay. So
if you in Camden, you're not trying to get played. You're going to force them to play sign a long term lease. You seriously going to because you first of all, that's money that you're bringing into the community. It's kind of like the Barclays in Brooklyn.
Camden is the Newark of the South.
Might as well just name them the Camden. You might as well just name them the Camden Killers.
Hey, I ain't mad at that.
Listen, the Camden Killers. Hey, listen. Look. I was in New Jersey from 07 to 09. I was told not to go to Camden. I left, but when I came back to Brooklyn, bro, I was telling people, like, yo, you just out in Jersey, all right. Because I had a friend that went to Rutgers for a semester, and then I was in camp. I was in Edison. I was in Edison, New Jersey at the time, and I had a whole bunch of people that was in Jersey telling me, yo, don't go there. Don't go there.
Camden is 2 Brooklyns and a half a Bronx.
Oh wow!
My ex-wife lives exactly out that way. So we used to go to Camden, so I know all about Camden.
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
Yeah, listen.
But here's the thing with Camden now. Now they all moving to Willenboro. Now Willenboro.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Willenboro, yeah. I got some
Willenboro.
people. I got some people in Willenboro.
I'm not really familiar with
shit.
Jersey like I used to be, bro. Like Camden, Newark was off limits. I used to spend a lot of time in Jersey City and Edison. Shout out to everybody in Jersey City.
Man,
But
here's the truth. I know Jersey like the back of my hand, and I get it. But Camden, Newark, Patterson,
Right.
they're just like any other. They're like any other urban city. Plainfield. I grew up in Plainfield. I mean, it's
Trenton,
like
Trenton, New Jersey.
Trenton. I mean, they all have their good points. They all have their bad points. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm joking about Camden. If you can get it, that helps. That helps the community. That brings money in there. Now, people over there in Philly are gonna be pissed. Now you got to come across the bridge. But if you really a Sixers fan, then you're gonna rock with your team.
Right.
And if not,
that's a fact. And I think that's a good call.
Salute, Raphael.
After the listen, and I know the Sixers is a long-term stay in the NBA, and obviously Tangerines are too. But that was disgusting display that owner did, throwing out the free tickets to try to get them up in the game just to get the Knicks fans out. That's disgusting.
Let me tell you
and by the way,
Knicks fans.
And by the way, hey Jay, you're not lying. But by the way, just to let y'all know, a flight to Indiana, the hotel stay, and the tickets to the Indiana playoff games was less than the Madison Square Garden tickets in the playoffs itself.
Right.
That's crazy.
Because Leaf, we take over every stadium, bro. We take over every arena.
Except for your own, because y'all gotta let the stars.
Nick,
y'all gotta let the stars sit in halftime. I wish I could take over. Madison Square Garden the same way.
Hey, Nick, you right. Loyal fans support their teams, but you Jersey too, so it'll be easy for you to get there. So come on now.
Fact.
I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all.
There's a lot of South Jersey people in.
If the NBA goes to Camden, I'm treating it just like the link in Philly. I just need y'all to know that. Because I already know what's going on. I'm treating it like the link in Philly. I only go if it's 10 guns in the car and we all together. That's it. That's it. Because for some reason, regardless to how big I am, it's always somebody that want to start something small. You feel me? And it just, I ain't with it.
Hey, listen, I think we all listen, us being from, the tri-state area, we don't all knew somebody, that, had some, shit might go left, Lee. Hey, yo.
Right.
And we were, don't move. I didn't even want to get into that, but listen, y'all
right. We know exactly what you're saying, Lee.
We all had our youth stories, man. I swear we did, man.
Yeah.
But let's get to U.S. and Serbia. That's the big one. That's the big one. Of course, you know the U.S. squad, led by LeBron James somehow. But
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what? And you know what? The second that you said that, I was just like, I'm like, are we really gonna evolve? When are we gonna start evolving at some point? Because when I look at the landscape of USA basketball after this year, in the next 4 years, I don't know what we gonna look like. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I mean, listen, I like Coach, and listen, you free to. I know you got a rebuttal for it. But I just don't know. Like, when I'm looking at the collection of talent, you got Ron, Steph, Kevin Durant in their late 30s.
Talk about it.
But
this like you got them. There's no way that they're here in 2028. There's no way.
Believe now you got all the young cats making the $200 million contracts. They're the ones that have to step up.
So I would love to entertain this if this is okay, MYG, because it was a great question presented.
Go ahead.
So I would like to go into
Let's get into it.
2028 real quick, Leaf. So who would be on that roster starting in your mind right now? Who at that point will either be a seasoned veteran or their game has been raised to the next level? So in my mind, I can only think about if Ja Morant get his mind right and the situation together and the forgiveness track going and all of that, he can redeem himself. Anthony Edwards. I think Joel Embiid may have another, 4 years left in the league, right? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and
Devin
SGA,
Booker.
somebody like that. So I'm looking at those five guys.
SGA from Canada. SGA from Canada.
Oh yeah, he's gonna play for Canada. Okay,
Devin Booker.
Right. Okay, Booker will be there.
And
all right.
I'm gonna go right now where you probably don't want to hear it, but Cooper Flag.
I'll give you. You know what? I was gonna say
Ace
Cooper Flag. Now, Ace Bailey. I'm giving you Ace Bailey, and I give you Dylan Harper.
Behind Ace Bailey.
I can give you Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, and Cooper Flag in 2028. I give you that. It's gonna be 3 years in the league. Yes. They still gonna be under 25. However,
I'm gonna tell you this. I think Cam Thomas got a real chance if he is on the projecting path that he's on. I think he has a chance.
But what about Cade?
I think Cam Thomas has a chance to lead the league in scoring.
Facts.
I do think he has a chance.
I think so too.
Halliburton will be there again.
As a Nets fan, man, listen, look, I ain't gonna ball over, but listen, I will say this. Cam Thomas, you mentioned that's a good part. Yeah, everybody mentioned Cade Cunningham. I think he about 22, 23.
True. Good point.
Yeah.
In 4 years, he'll be like 25, 26. Another 4 or 5 years, 4 years, Cam Thomas will be 26. Another 4 years, Devin Booker will be in his 30s.
Brunson will only be what, 31?
30 on the nose.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
No. Stop.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing. No. Coach. Respectfully, I like Brunson, but let's all keep it 100. The Olympic game ain't for him. It ain't. We all saw what happened last year. He don't belong out there in the Olympic game. It's just that simple. I'm not gonna get it.
I disagree.
I'm not gonna get it.
Bro, come on.
All you gotta do is just look at last year's footage. That's all you gotta do.
You gotta
look at his game, his maturation from last year to this year.
And you think in the next 4 years he gonna be something?
Wait a minute.
Coach.
He don't know what he's talking about, bro. He don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, but y'all trying to convince me in 4 years that Jalen Brunson is still gonna be what he is today.
My question is, why wouldn't he?
You're telling me he's going to fall off.
Why wouldn't
right now? You think he's going to fall off, and he's not going to continue to grow.
So
he's going to fall off. I think that his bet that we are seeing his absolute best right now.
That's what I was going to ask. The question is he going to be better or the same? Because if he's the same, then he is who he is.
27-7.
Can he elevate? That's what we're asking.
The question is, he's going to have to do less because barring injuries, he won't have to do as much. So he'll be himself.
Okay, so let me ask you
himself.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Now, I was leaning on still having Halliburton because he's younger. Because Halliburton is a little bit. Halliburton is taller, and you kind of need that facilitator in the Olympics. You need traditional stuff in the Olympics, bro. You can't have a guy.
So let me ask you so why?
And this is not a knock against Brunson in the league. It's a knock against Brunson in Olympic play.
Right.
Because that whole like he's undersized, but he could score real good, bro. In Olympic play, that's not phasing the Olympic style of basketball. It's not phasing them.
That's a good point.
I'll say this.
You got players that's going to get taller. They're going to get more wingspan, and they get younger.
Why is Dennis Schroeder one of the top players internationally? And he's the same size, same height as Brunson, man.
Right. That's
I'm going to say this, and I'll step to the side.
You know why, Coach? Because he knows how to play the Olympic game.
Right.
He knows how to play it.
Right.
To a team. We saw it.
And I'm going to say this to Leaf's point, being a diehard Brunson fan, but a basketball fan first. I get exactly why he feels the Olympic game is a little bit troublesome for him. One, it's only 3 people in the NBA that plays the style of game that
Salute,
Brunson
Shiloh.
plays.
So,
That
bro,
is
D-Dan.
Joker and what's the kid from Dallas? I'm sorry, his name is slipping my mind.
Luka.
Luka. There's Luka, Brunson, and Joker. And what I mean by that is, follow me, gentlemen. The reason why their games is so effective is because they slow the game down to their pace, which slows a team defensively down to their pace, which allows their offense to get set. In the Olympic international game, the lanes are smaller, the 3-point lines are shorter, and coming across that line, you have to get there. So how he's coming up the floor, allowing his team to set up, dribbling as much as he can, the Olympic game is sped up on the perimeter. That does not fit his style of game.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the points I was trying to allude to.
But you still need bucket getters.
You still need bucket getters. You listen. I'll be honest with you. When we mention Coop, when we mention Cooper Flag, when we mention Ace Bailey, when we mention Dylan Harper, in the next 3 years, like the way they being touted as 3 guys that's gonna lead the way. You know, at least not just for their draft, but lead the way in the league. Mm-hmm. So like in the next 4 years, like you count this year, and then they're gonna be in their 3rd season by the next Olympics show up in 2028. So realistically, you don't really have a problem there. Now y'all mentioned Ja Morant. If Ja Morant can get his mind right, like that's kind of like one of the biggest question marks. Zion Williamson is even a much bigger question mark. We all know. Who else we got? Triple J. I'm trying to look at our center position.
See,
Evan Mobley.
because we don't have the size right now.
That's what we used to always have was the big man, bro.
Like, bro,
now all the big dudes are coming from overseas.
And we had Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, David Robinson. Like, we don't no more.
No, I get you. The game is different in that regard. You know, so yes, you don't have the traditional back to the basket, which is why when we talked about Zach Edey, that's where he has an advantage because he's also they don't know how to defend a big back to the basket, and he's fairly mobile, you know, for his size. So yes, you're right.
And he could do a lot of the other intangibles as well. So when you got a guy like that is basically gonna figure out how to use his strength at all aspects of the game, rebounding, being a great screen setter. He's already a great screen setter in the league. Mm-hmm. Like we saw what he did in the summer league. He's creating like 12 feet for Scottie Pippen Jr. So my thing is like if we get somebody ever again of that caliber, then we're gonna be right back in to go along with the perimeter players that's coming out when this year and the next couple of years, bro. Like we'll be okay. But it's gonna be listen. The way these countries is building up, man. Listen, it ain't gonna be no walk in the park like it used to be.
I agree with. Go ahead, and what? Go ahead.
Let's switch gears to the summer league talk real quick. What have you guys seen from the summer league, man? And give me some standouts from the summer league. I've kind of, to be honest with you, been kind of peeping in and out, you know, on some of the games, man. But give me some of your standouts. I know, you know, me and Leaf, we're Nets fans, so I already kind of know where we're gonna go with. But give me some of you guys standouts from the Knicks or from anybody.
Be funny today, huh? Funny guy right here. I like him, man.
But give me some of your standouts, man. That's Man Cave, by the way, in case you guys don't know, our newest member of the Big Blue Crew, man. So salute to you, Cave, man. But we'll start it off with you. Give me a couple standouts that you've seen out of the summer league so far.
Well, you know, since I'm a Knicks fan, I ain't gonna be biased, so I'm not even gonna talk about the Knicks. But I did like what's the name I like Miami's pick Kyle Ware and stuff like that. He stood out to me, you know what I'm saying? From Miami, you know what I'm saying? It's like he got that like he's like, you know, like Evan Mobley size, you know what I'm saying, like 7 foot, like I said, but he got an inside game, he can shoot outside too and stuff like that, block shots and stuff like he's gonna be good for Miami. He's gonna have to put some weight on, but he's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be good. He's one of the guys that stood out to me for Miami for the Heat. I think actually they won the championship. They won the summer league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they beat. I forgot who they beat and stuff like that.
Memphis.
Yeah, and also for Memphis, then Zach Edey, and like I told you, like Zach Edey's gonna be all right, man. I know a lot of people saying he's too slow. I was like, bro, the NBA is not a fast paced game like how everybody wants to make it seem like. There's some half court teams and stuff. He'll be all right, man. If like I said, if Joker can make it up and down the court, and B can make it up and down the court, Edey can make it up and down the court. So I'm not worried about him.
Fair point. Leaf. Give me some standouts in the summer league so far.
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna dig on our team, but Reed Shepherd, impressed the hell out of me.
Good one.
Just the pace that this kid has, just in terms of like, drawing contact and learning how to score within that contact away from the basket. Like he was very, very poised. He could play make pretty good. It's a lot of things that I didn't think he could do that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's against his peers, I understand that. You mentioned Kyle Ware. I'll give you another player from Philly. What's the kid?
Jeremy Kane.
Yeah, Jeremy Kane. Jeremy Kane. I think he's very in control. I think he needs his own team, be honest with you, bro. I think he's very in control. Got a good pace for a point guard. I mean, he a little zesty, obviously, but I mean, I ain't worried about that. But I mean, but he's very in control of the game, man. He got good control, good body control. He's doesn't make crazy decisions like that, man. He was very in control from what I've seen. So Reed Shepherd and whatchamacallit, obviously Zach Edey. I don't even need to see one game of Zach Edey, me personally. Right. So I mean, but Reed Shepherd and McCain, they really, really impressed me, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how they end up, because I think they could end up on different teams with the teams that they on. I think the teams that they on is a little bit kind of loaded for them to get playing time right away. So they might end up with their own teams probably sooner than later. So it's some guys in this draft that may be traded. I wanted to see, who I wanted to see? I wanted to see Nikola Topic. That's what I wanted to see. And he's gonna get redshirted this year, bro, and he's gonna go into next year to be a part of that rookie class and qualify for that rookie of the year class. That's somebody that I really, really want to see. So look out for Nikola Topic, because I was told that he's probably going to be the best player in this draft. I lied, Zach Edey.
Okay. Good shit. E, give me some standouts, man. I know you've been on vacation. You might have not seen
actually been in Vegas. It's where it is. I'm here.
Yeah,
you been in Vegas?
Yeah,
I'm there. I'm here now.
I was trying to say that respectfully, but I was like, yeah, I know you are.
So I got a chance to watch the last.
Prayers to you, bro. Like I don't know how I did Vegas in July. 120 degrees. My brother was like, "No, I'm not doing this, bro. Like, no, I'm sitting in the hotel." I
went in March, bro, for my birthday. I went in March, bro. I would never go in July. You crazy?
Yo, we was in July. My mom had.
It was hot as hell in March.
My mom had something out there with her group. I had a went already. My mom had something out there with a group. She was out there for a week. Me and my brother was out there for like a month. The whole July, we had our little money situation going on and everything, but like he went back home maybe like 2 days before. I was like, yo, I get it, bro. Like it's hot as hell like that. Black people don't need to be in this type of heat, bro. Like, come on, we don't need to be in this.
It's weird, right? I was just telling the brothers, Leaf, that I'm out here running around jogging my hotel. Everybody looking at me like, what's going on with you, brother? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm good because first off, I love the heat. Summer baby born on the cusp of isolation, meaning is July 23rd, which is the actual middle of the summer, like split down the middle pinpoint, hottest days of the year in New York. And also, I just came from New York a week and a half ago, the most, right, with the heat wave going on. I jumped from 110 index out there with humidity to 110 out here, dry heat. You feel me? So it was like I didn't leave nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Right. So, I did get a
Yeah,
chance to see the
exactly.
last game though, summer league wise here. You feel me? And
Right.
I was superly impressed with Scottie Pippen Jr. I think his skill
Ooh.
set on offense and defense is definitely NBA caliber. I think he's ready for the NBA game, no question. And out of all the sons that we see come behind their legendary fathers, right? There's not
Mhm.
many that live up to at least skill set wise. This kid is going to be
Plays
a
like,
two-way
yeah,
player.
yeah.
He has the two-way game down pat. And he looked like a man against boys, even though they were his peers. That's what
That's
allows
a fact.
games in the summer league for me to analyze a player. When they look like they
Mm.
should not be there because they're too good, that lets me know that they're just right and ready for the next steps as a rookie in the NBA. So I think he's going to be a
Facts,
solid player.
facts,
That's a
facts,
good one.
facts, facts,
That's
facts.
a good one, man. Coach, what about you? Any standouts so far from summer league?
Look, I'm a homer. I'm being a homer, man. All right.
Oh shit. Oh damn. Come on, coach. What you got, coach?
Tyler Kolek, Porty, and I can't say this dude's name. Scott, whatever his name is.
Tyler was pretty good. I actually, yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, so I mean, because that's who I really was, when I did watch. I was just pretty much watching the Knicks. So whenever I did, so and first of all, Tyler, what can I say? I mean, he's the white version of Brunson. I'm sorry, left-handed, Big East Player of the Year, pretty much same size, that type of player. So, Porty and Scott, whatever his name is, they're bigs that First of all, the Knicks definitely need that depth. They're young, they're going to develop, they're going to have to go down to Westchester before they can really come up. But you see something there in their game. So, and I mean, I pretty much was following the Knicks, so I mean, I really wasn't diving into any other team. So,
How do you feel about Dadier, coach?
he has talent. It's just going for me. Is he's going to take some time. He's 18 years old. You could see his youthfulness. So,
Right.
It's different if he was, because he has the body, he has the frame.
Yeah.
It's just that what there's times you're like, man, he's making like he should be a freshman in college.
Right.
And
I look at it like when you play against the players
Pat,
that the
what's
United
good, Big
States.
Pat? Appreciate you tapping in,
Big
bro.
Pat, man.
Big Pat, I
Part
see
of
you,
the blue,
baby.
part of the
When
blue
you
fellas,
play
man.
when
Hold
you
on.
play against the talent in the United States, which the competition level is so high, and then you go to a place where he's from. I think he's from France, right?
is he French?
Who?
France? Is he from France? Where is he from?
Wait. Who you talking
Dadier.
about now?
Dadier.
Oh no, yeah, he's from France. He's from France. He's from
Okay, so
Yeah.
He's from France.
how many players do he play against with that level of competition, even
Well,
at 18 years old?
France does have talent that matches up to the NBA. Look at how many kids were drafted this year in the
Yeah,
first round.
but
So
I'm saying his age range, right?
no, his age range, but
So
he's
when
been
he got
playing
into the
pros.
summer league, right, you
Yeah.
saw he looked raw, pause,
Yes.
compared to how organized he was. Now he's been playing this game all his life. Remember that.
Yes.
So for him to look unorthodox in a NBA game, he's going to first have to adjust to the NBA speed.
Yes. Agreed.
Right.
So and that's why and I looked at him in that regard. Like if they send him down to Westchester for a little bit, it's not gonna be like, well, why are you sending a first round draft pick down to Westchester? No, he needs to go down there to develop and play. So that's why Tyler though, I can't see him going down to Westchester. Maybe a game or two in the beginning, but after that, it's like his game to me is going to translate eventually to the NBA and probably by the middle of the season. So, I mean, I just watched it like when they drew out, I'm like, who the hell is this? And then somebody broke it down to me, and I'm like, and then I looked at it and I was just like, Yo, wait a minute. First of all, he's left-handed. He's a Big East Player of the Year. Wait a minute. That sounds like Brunson. He's just white, but he's played top competition. Connecticut, he battled against Connecticut, which is the NCAA champion. So he's played at a high level in college. Now, it's not the NBA. I get that. But my point being is he understands he can play the game of basketball. So,
Okay.
So, I mean, he's a good second rounder. Porty, I see something there. He still has to do it. He's going to play down in Westchester a little bit, and then same thing with I just cannot say this kid's name.
Skapinski.
Yeah, he's going to play, but I see something there, and I'm not. No, he's not a he's not a iHeart. So please, I don't want anybody thinking I'm saying I'm trying to make him see like an iHeart. No, but he's just that little grind. He's gritty, and he hustles and he'll fight he'll do the dirty work. So so that's why I felt with him. And again, I just watched the Knicks. I can't lie to you. I didn't really watch any other team.
Yeah. Well, I watched the Nets, and I'm gonna go with Jalen Wilson. So, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Wilson.
MVP.
I was getting it in, man. This kid can fucking shoot. I'm sorry. This dude can shoot. Like, he can shoot. He can score. He is what I think Nets fans want Cam Johnson to be. Like, he's it. And you paid Cam Johnson his money. Another mistake by Sean Marks. But, again, he's trying to make up for it, but I'm still not sold. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not sold. But again,
I'll be honest with you, the percentages was there. It's just that the volume wasn't like that. Like, I'll say that.
Yeah,
the percentages was there, but the volume wasn't. Like the volume from night in, night out, and winning games and winning possibilities wasn't there. Jalen Wilson,
you gotta like the
definitely
potential.
with everything that you said. Yeah,
you gotta
four
like
years
the
of
potential.
college, man. Like, so I mean, he definitely ready.
He's ready. Another cat y'all ain't talk about, Gigi Jackson. Jackson.
He's a second year, but from Memphis. Yeah, he's a second year.
Yeah, I know. He was in the
I
summer
thought he
league.
was dogging last year in the regular season.
He was doing good in the regular season.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
he was a
big time players, man.
And you know how much I wanted Zach Edey, bro. I'll tell you right now, if the Memphis Grizzlies get on any type of playoff run, nobody gonna hear the end of it from me.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, the player I wanted for the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, he's doing pretty well too. Got drafted by the Utah Jazz. That's Isaiah Collier. He had some pretty good games in the summer league too. So, but that's summer league talk. So let's move on to the next segment of the show, and it is off-season review.
NBA off-season.
Who got it right this off-season, man? Who was
who got it right?
Who was the losers? Take your bias aside out of it, fellas.
You know who got it right.
I'm gonna let one of them go first. I'm gonna let one of them go first.
Take your bias aside out of it for a second, man.
Y'all gonna throw this blue and tangerine crap all over the place, man, and trash up the damn.
It's real because it's real.
Why he's sitting here trying to tear the colors off the wall and we ain't even painted yet? What's going on? We supposed to be brothers.
Y'all painted them for 75 years, and y'all been failing the city for even more.
Right.
Trashing it up, right? Trashing it up
already,
right?
man.
I got
the toilet tissues, right? The toilet tissues, right? The toilet tissue.
Because I already know how this is going to end, but I'm going to let y'all know.
No. Here. I'm going to throw you a curve. Who got it right? The Philadelphia 76ers.
Ooh.
Okay.
They did.
Yeah, they got
it. I can't lie. They keep just pulling out new signings after new signings, and I'm just like,
absolutely.
They want it. Now, is some of it because of what happened with the Knicks? But yes, they want to jump over the Knicks to compete with Boston. That's what they're ultimately doing. So I have to say that they definitely got, as much as we could sit here and kill it about Paul George and the injury history, Paul George is still a baller. You cannot take that away from him. And if he's healthy, and if Embiid is playing healthy and Maxey, that right there is tough in itself, right there. And then bringing in all the pieces. I know some Sixers fans don't like the Eric Gordon signing, but I mean, he's a valuable veteran player. Even Kyle Lowry, you can kill them, kill that. You're bringing in veteran guys that are going to help them win. That's the point. They're going to, and they're professionals. So and I mean, and then getting Caleb Martin from Miami. First of all, that helps you, but that also hurts Miami. That hurts Miami.
Right.
So you're adding on and on, and the most recent one that they, oh my freaking gosh, Yankees, y'all are killing me.
Don't even start with that shit, man. With the damn Yankees.
I ain't gonna lie.
Goddamn
on
team.
ESPN.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was out on baseball, bro, when we blew a 3-0 lead, bro, like in 2004.
God.
I was out. I left.
They was just, I think they was up 7-4.
I left. I was looking at it.
Is it tied, coach?
It's tied. It's tied. Two men on second and third with one man out.
Oh my God, they blew another lead.
Continue, fellas.
But again,
Philly, go ahead, coach. Go ahead.
And then the losers are both LA teams. I'm sorry, they're both LA teams.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm just gonna leave it right there. And just for the record, for those who don't know, the Lakers are my second favorite team. That's who I actually grew up on first because I'm a big Magic Johnson fan. That's my all-time fave player. Him and Bernard King. Those are my two fave NBA players of all time. So
you just liking disgusting team after disgusting team, ain't you, coach?
Well, look, I grew up in the Lakers in the 70s, so it's not like I disgusting team. Look, man, that's when they was, I'll Norm Nixon, but
I know Michael Cooper, all them guys.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Norm Nixon. Yeah. You mentioned it. Once you go to the legends, bro, like that's a different.
But Cave,
I'm gonna go to Cave.
What's your
Hey, as a Knicks fan, I'm gonna be we keep it real. Like I said, we had a great all season too, but I'm gonna go with the Sixers too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? On paper, they've done more than any team in the NBA in the off season. So, hey, you gotta give them props for doing that stuff. Like I said, picking up Caleb Martin was big. Donna Oubre back, you know what I'm saying? Because, and Paul George. So now they got the wings and stuff like that.
And they just signed the new one. Who's the new one they just signed?
I think Reggie Jackson, but he's another like a vet or something like that. But Jared McCain in the draft was a big one. And he's going to be for their second unit. He's a shooter. He's a scorer. And that's what they needed off the bench. So that was a
Didn't they pick up Andre Drummond?
Yep, and Andre Drummond too. So they got two GURF centers. They got two GURF centers.
They ain't playing around with that rebound shit, bro. Like they ain't going for that.
Because he said they got beat by, they got beat up by the Knicks with the rebounding. So they address it. You know what I'm saying? And Embiid will be healthy. Drummond the same way too. But hey, it's on paper. Everything looks good on paper. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see in the regular season. But hey, I got to give it to them. They shore it up. You know what I'm saying? They made the moves. And as far as the losers, I'm gonna have to go with probably the Nuggets and the Bucks because I don't think they really did anything too much.
Yeah.
And the Nuggets losing, KCP, and there was somebody I forgot what else they lost, but yeah,
I think they lost KCP and who else did they lose?
No, they lost Bruce Brown the year before. So it's just like they've been losing.
But now they got Dario Saric and Russ. So
Dario Saric.
Dario Saric and Russ. I think that's what they signed.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball before I kick it over to E. I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball. What about the San Antonio Spurs? They drafted Stephen Castle, another player who's been what I'm saying, playing pretty well in the summer league. And they brought in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, two veteran leaders, that can show Victor Wembanyama how to be an NBA pro. and I think that's important, with the leadership of Greg Popovich, so I'm looking at the Spurs. I know it's not flashy. I know it's not crazy, but 2 key moves, and they had a hell of a draft to build on that team that they already got in place over there, man, with Victor and some of the other young talent that they got on that roster.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I can respect
But
that.
go ahead, E. Go ahead, man. Don't hold back, brother.
Listen, I hear ya. I ain't gonna argue with nobody because I'm at peace in 110 degrees. All right?
Somehow.
I'm at peace. I'm at peace, calm, cool, and collected, like always. I believe everybody takes was definitely fire. Like everybody, you know what I mean? That's why I love talking with you guys, man. I don't like people who like basketball. I like people that know basketball. I tell everybody that. You know what I mean? If you like it, I don't even talk to you because all you're going to talk about is how you personally feel. But if you know it, we're going to talk about what we know. You know what I mean? So I love what everybody said, and I'm going to agree with you. I was hoping you didn't say it, but you did. I think the Spurs had the futuristic, sneakiest offseason in the NBA because one, you brought in Paul, you brought in Barnes, you got Castle, you got pieces around Wemby, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to help his development. Popovich understands the development of this kid. He's not even scratched the surface of his ceiling yet. We don't even know what he's gonna be. You feel me? We just know what his talents are. And the NBA has never seen a talent like him with ball handling, shooting ability, rim protecting. He's also a defender. He's as dangerous on defense as he is on offense. And
Absolutely.
he knows how to actually do one thing that we've never seen a guy his size pause do before, which is he knows how to run the floor like an NBA point guard and pass the ball to the perimeter when driving to the basket. Like, how the hell did whatever he was born with, God sprinkled that on him. Now you got a veteran leader in Chris Paul who's going to give him attitude to make him work harder. A veteran leader in Harrison Barnes who's going to teach him how to understand how to respect where the paint is at, how to perimeter defend and switch offs, pick and rolls, things like that. He's going to have leadership that takes his game to the next level because he's going to take everybody else's game to the next level. I look at it what everybody said, and that's pieces that everybody added this season to take their team to the next level. But the mental, psychological game of basketball, Greg Popovich has won because that kid is going to go to a stratosphere that none of us think he can get to with those pieces around him. And he's going to be a problem for the next 18, 19 years, barring health.
Yeah. And they got
And I thought about what you just said, E, and I was like, okay, they brought in Chris Paul to help him how to be a leader, a facilitator on the floor, the point guard at the attitude point, and then you bringing in Harrison Barnes to teach you how to be that forward, that stretch forward, that big man that can shoot and defend. Like, man, that's dope, man. That's dope. They hooking that kid up, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Then they brought a tough two-way player in with Castle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think Castle is going to be important to see how he ascends at the guard position. He most likely going to be the lead guard of that team in the future. So I was supporting on. I'm going to add a team that we kind of low-key forgot about. Dallas. Dallas messed around and got not only Klay Thompson, but Najee Marshall, who's a good 3-and-D player as well. And I said it, I was like, Boston would have never won shit if Dallas had some damn shooters. Realistically, to me, like that's the only thing they was missing. Because Boston is a dumbass damn team, like I know them to be, and they still got 2 Scottie Pippins. So realistically, bro, listen, Dallas to me, you add that and the ability that they have was still with Luke and Kyrie, the way they just ran through defenses in the Western Conference, man, like the way that I seen, absolutely like a knife through butter. But I have to add another team to this, and it's the team that very, very gladly I can sit here and say, since I have 3 gentlemen on the right, my right side of me, bro, like I can honestly say that got robbed by the Oklahoma City Thunder for Isaiah Hartenstein. Because now that roster over there in OKC has crazy depth. Now you got a center. Now you got Steph. You can move at the four. Now you got Caruso, who you can start over Luke Dort. Now, like that roster is deep. Like the Western Conference, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but they did the most fundamental thing, and by doing something in free agency that I didn't think they was capable of, and that's robbing the New York Knicks. You know, just swiping them right in from underneath their nose, man, and just
you can't rob somebody if you got the money to pay them. So you can't. I mean, that's
it's not even that. It's the rules of the game. The Knicks can only go. You can't rob them if the Knicks can only go somewhere.
He knows that, coach. He knows that.
I'm calling it a rivalry anyway.
He's just trying to get under your skin. You know that.
Nah. But it was a loophole. It was a loophole in the system that allowed them to give them they give Hartenstein 3 years, 87 mils, and it only allowed the Knicks to give 4 years, 70. I think 3 years, 72. So it was a loophole in the system of that.
It would have been 472. So. Right. And that's why they went three to give them 29. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion about who I think lost the offseason. Jalen Brunson.
Gotta be the Lakers.
No, it's Jalen Brunson. You turned down you left $113 million on the fucking table. What advice financially are you getting, bro? I'm sorry. I cannot justify that shit. You shake it. You could be a goddamn Knicks fan all you want to. You left 113 M's on the table.
I'm gonna give him some leeway. Hold on. The reason why that was done is not only to guarantee the 10-year eligibility, but to also have some flex money to move around when everybody else is up for contract. Remind you, they paid OG already. Remind you, Mikal is probably going to be up maybe like another year, I think.
Does Jalen Brunson know if he's going to be playing in 10 years?
I know that he won't be, but he don't. But it's all about him. Listen,
it's about.
I know that he won't.
That's what it is.
You can say it's all right for your team. I'm talking about the damn player, bro.
No, but his next.
You do not know what's going to happen next year. More or less 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 2 years from now, bro. You got to cash in when you can.
It's only 3 more years.
But here's the thing.
He's a miniature player who's already been hurt, and you just talked about it, Leaf. He's that type physical game's not for him. I love Jalen Brunson as a player. I'm not a Knicks fan. Coach, you know I respect Jalen Brunson, bro. He fucked up on this one. You left money on the table.
So let me ask this, because this is the type of thing that really frustrates me. Mm-hmm. And the fact of the matter is, fans always harp on players being greedy.
Talk about business, bro.
No. I understand, and I look at business is not just
but
get
now
what you're
it's
saying.
Fans because it's the Knicks.
No.
Now
can I finish my
thing.
point?
Go ahead.
Can I finish my point?
Go ahead.
Right. Fans always sit here and say, and they complain about, players are greedy. They always go for the money. Why can't they sometimes think about the organization? And then as soon as you get a player who does it, then, he fucked up. And it's not just you. There's plenty of people who have said this. And that's the problem that I have. Now, look, you're right. You can't determine the future. But he made a business decision. That's his business decision. You may not say you will do it, but he's also looking at other aspects, because then
would you do it? Let me ask you that.
If I believed in what the direction of the organization, if I'm going to risk and I'm going to play on, and I'm going to believe in myself, then and what I'm seeing in the future, and then I could probably the next time come around and get 400. Yeah, I probably would.
See, that's also
that's four and change plus 150. So that's pushing me to almost 600,000 over 270.
But I'm gonna give you an example. Same thing with Carmelo Anthony. When he signed his contract, he signed a 5-year deal. LeBron and those guys signed a 3-year deal, so they got out their contracts faster and made more money than him. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh signed a 3-year deal. Carmelo he was supposed to be in with them, but he got greedy and he signed a 5-year deal. And now he said he regrets signing that deal. He should have signed a shorter deal to get out that contract to get more
Can I play devil's advocate on both sides of the track?
Mhm.
Okay, so NY leave or whoever may not agree with him turning down 113 M's, right? We just want to talk about his life for 30 seconds. He comes from money. So the value of money to him is not as much as to a normal person. He comes from money. He comes from money. He's had every single thing in his life growing up. When you look at him as a little kid, he got private NBA court in his backyard, in his house, pools and all that. The average kid his age and in his life didn't grow up the way he did. So coming from money doesn't allow you to feel the spirit of poverty. You know what I mean? He doesn't know, yo, I need my bread because I know when it's time for this organization to give a fuck about me, they not. He's already been cared for. You feel me? That's how we feel. That's how we think. So for him to be like, yo, I could turn down 113 million when I already got about 200 million in my life, it's a little different. But second year option, I need y'all to look at that contract because I know you guys are smart and y'all like to look at the numbers so y'all can back up your facts. Look at the second year of the contract. He's able to renegotiate after 2 years.
Right. That's the most important. That was the smartest thing about that contract.
Come on.
And not only that, I mentioned the 10-year eligibility that he's still gonna have, or like no matter what. So the 113 was really leaving money on the table just in case Mikal decide to walk, and just in case even Genso and any those other guys decide to walk, because like let's face it, they all together. They ain't been together since college. It's the fucking Villanova Tangerines, man. We all know that.
And that's family.
Great,
yeah, and they family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it, Lee. That's like us right here on the panel, right?
Right.
We the starting five. You feel me? And Leaf, they come to Leaf and go, yo, 257, 5 years. Leaf say, how much is E, Pop, Cave, and Coach getting? Oh, we already did their deals. Bring those deals into me right here. How can I make my deal an equivalent to those deals, being happy, having these guys here? And don't forget, we got to sign OG. We're about to give him a max deal for a two-way player, which I'm not going to get into pocket watching. I think he's not worth that much money, but I understand the thought process behind having him as an intricate piece. But now back to Leaf, I'm going to say for 2 years, I'm going to fall back, see what's going on. It'll possibly be my last or second to last contract in 3-year increments. So let's make sure my boys is good, because that's what he did. He sacrificed for his brothers. If he was on Dallas, he doesn't give up 113 M's.
Oh yeah,
he did that shit for his brothers. He did that shit for his brothers.
He's taking that, even though the bread is tax free. Probably could have left like 100 on the table in Dallas.
That's the fact. He's taking. He did that for his brothers, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. He did that for his brothers, and I understand. And leaving money on the table.
I guess his brother's gonna be paying his goddamn bills then.
Cool.
Hey, but NYG, just like
look.
I'm saying, bro, it's money. We in a capitalist. Hold up. We in a capitalistic society, and all I hear is, about players and contracts, and I try my best to stay out of it because I'm not a pocket watcher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at players and I look at people having career-ending injuries, things happening, people getting arrested, different things happening in society with different players. The future is unknown. For Jalen Brunson, for a player who's maybe at the height of his career. We just talked about it. You know what I'm saying? He could regress next year. For him to be at the height of his career, bro, your value, I don't give a fuck what you saying. Oh, he can get up to 420. He ain't going to get 420 if he ain't playing like he's fucking playing right now. So, again, you got to cash in when you can.
You do know the Knicks are known for overpaying players, right?
That they are. I agree. That's a fair point.
Yes, I was going to say that. I was going to say that. And I seen Coach Fix's face, bro. And
No. Because I mean, excellent point as far as his upbringing and everything. All right, he graduated from a very good school academically. He's a very smart man. So he can also make money other ways. So I get it, and that's the whole thing. Like we look at it $100 million.
These kids is much smarter, man.
I always say the same thing. If somebody give me $1 million, I'm set for life because I know how to do certain things and how to develop businesses and how to run it economically, feasibly. This man is smart.
So
he's
would you take if you could get that 50, if you could get that million, would you take 50,000? You said you would be straight. You said you hold up. You said you would be straight with a million. So would you take 250 or half a mil if you know you could get $1 million? If you know $1 million was on the table right now, but they say, oh, you can get $1.5 million in 5 years.
What are you going to take? $1 million, NYG, I'm saying right now to develop businesses and grow, whether I'm playing certain stock markets, doing whatever. I'm saying outside of sports. I get where you're going with that. What I'm saying is he has the most powerful resource over his basketball skill. I get where you're going. Yes, in theory, and a lot
what he said
to East Point.
Don't worry, I do that to a lot of people, Coach. I mess with their minds.
No.
I got you.
I know what it is.
I know what it is.
I'm multitasking.
I've been with you. I know what it is.
Yeah, and I'm old. I get it. So I'm multitasking. I'm old. I'm getting distracted.
I know what it is.
But him, coming from money. So yes, all of that. A kid who came from the streets or who had to, he's going to take that money because that's what he knows. This man has this. He has this. So he's saying, no matter what, I have this. I'll make more money. No matter what happens. If I get injured, I still got 150 in the bank, and I can still turn that and flip it. Just like being out on the block. You give somebody a couple $100, they know I'm gonna flip it, I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. But now he's taking 150. Now, if you're just looking at the money, okay, yeah, but you said it, you're in a capitalistic environment. How many kids that I know that went to college and they were good athletes and they said, no, I'm gonna focus on my books, and they turn around and become CEOs and they become billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires. I get where you're going, and you have a legitimate argument. I don't think I'm saying you don't, but to make it seem like it's a totally disastrous move, no, it's not. It's not.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
I mean, for him, and I guess in his situation,
right?
Yeah,
he'll be all right.
Okay,
yeah.
He'll be all right.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. I bet Cam Thomas ain't turning down 113.
Oh, we already know he ain't come from that.
I understand that. Cam is not going to do that.
NYG, look at this. What Brunson did, because it makes all 5 of us stay on this panel. Now, if Cam Thomas, let's say Kyrie Irving and Durant, they took the money. It'll only be you 2 on the panel. All 3 of us will be wiped out.
That's the fact.
That's true.
That is a fact.
And salute to him for doing that. But again, is it? I'm talking about financially.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
now, for the team, it's the right move for their team.
Right. But you know what it is, NYG? Most times, right? And I don't want to speak for all of us. If you guys, are with me, you are. If you're not, I respect it. But we look at financial freedom as economic freedom, right? Mm-hmm. He's already been economically free. He was born economically free. He never had a pressure of anything in his life, so he doesn't know what those pressures are. So that brings a part of an unselfishness. When you are born in a poverty mindset or have to get it out the mud, as we say, that gives you a sense of self-entitlement. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have that. He's never struggled a day in his life. He's had an NBA father. He's been around NBA players. He graduated from a great university. He played in one of the toughest cities. He won more than one championship. He has won in life. That's why money doesn't mean much.
That's and to add on to that, the fact that the money could be spread around, with the 113 with guys that's going to be role players on the team like Mikhail, like DiVincenzo, like Hart. You're gonna need those guys in the future, and he wants those guys in the future. It's a good chemistry there. Obviously, they play together in college, and obviously they may be looking for another big to fill the void of Hartenstein, because we
Right.
a lot of us up here know that Mitchell Robinson is made out of glass. And now I'm going to get to the the part of this conversation where I start belittling it, because I already know how this shit is going to end for the New York Knicks, because it's the Knicks.
Okay, we will be listening.
Yeah,
The reason that it's going to end, because I know that no Tom Thibodeau team is going to be healthy enough to make no goddamn playoff run in no case scenario whatsoever. It doesn't matter.
And what if we do? And what if we do?
There's no what ifs.
No. What if we do?
So he's basing that off his
That's why he based on
analytical skill of the grinded minutes that he runs his players into the ground, which
not even a minute. You know what I'm basing it off of? The bad luck of him and the bad luck of the New York Knicks. Both of y'all got both Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks as a whole got bad luck.
So leave.
Because expect this shit to go left instantly.
Leave. So leave. But we stay healthy, then what?
If y'all stay healthy, guess what? Then y'all got a chance to get out. Then y'all got a chance to go up against another team that's going to be healthy, and that's the Boston Celtics.
Well, the Boston Celtics played against. Well, they were the only healthy team. I mean, well, except for KP, but a lot of their stuff, they had an easy path because everybody they played was hurt. The whole East was hurt when they played them.
Yo, and Halliburton got hurt while they were playing.
Yeah. And I got news for you. Everybody gonna get hurt again. It's on their way to the
Wait a minute. Didn't the Knicks play teams that was hurt? Didn't they play Philly when they was hurt and banged up?
Who?
I'm sorry.
Who was
Knicks?
hurt?
No, the Knicks were more.
No, I'm saying who was hurt in Philly.
The Knicks were more decimated than any team.
I will say that Joel Embiid played with half a face and one leg, bro, and he was still giving y'all money. So, that's null and void. The reason why y'all won that series is because of rebounding.
The Bucks wasn't healthy in the playoffs last year either.
That's
Bucks wasn't healthy. Miami wasn't healthy. It was a whole bunch of teams that wasn't healthy, man. So that's just the Eastern Conference. It's called the Black and Blue Conference for a reason. You know, you get beat the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So expecting the Knicks to make it out of the East in one piece and then run up into a team that they can't beat nobody in the 7-game series in the damn Western Conference.
You right, Leaf, man.
He said you're right.
So basically,
all logic goes out the window when it comes to the Knicks. Everything else, all these other teams, it's about contracts. It's about this. It's about that. When it comes to the Knicks, though, everything is working according to plan. Yes, until it doesn't work.
Look. That's every damn team. Look, we can sit here and all jokes aside, we can sit here and make a case for every damn team. You know,
I'm just waiting for them 5 picks.
I get it.
I'm waiting for them shits to drop too. Them shits gonna drop like Jordans on a Friday, my nigga. Like,
and you know what?
They're gonna drop the second round picks.
Yo, he is
no picks coming out,
disrespectful, man. Yo, he is mad disrespectful.
Let me tell you something.
Yo,
when it comes to the Tangerines, very.
That's why you invited me
I'd
up there.
rather be a tangerine than a toilet paper.
So you could just be disrespectful. Okay.
I'd rather be a tangerine than a toilet paper. Because you're a toilet paper, you full of shit.
I'm gonna say this though: with every team is healthy in the East, I like our chances. I don't care about no damn team in the East, bro. Mm-hmm. Everybody healthy. I want everybody to be healthy. We ain't scared of nobody, bro. We bringing that shit.
That's bold. That's quite bold. That's quite bold coming from an individual, bro, that wasn't healthy enough to beat the Indiana Pacers on their own home court in a game 7. How you want to stop the team from shooting 67%?
Like I said,
go ahead. Let me know that defensive game plan then.
Like I said,
I want to hear. let me hear what this is.
Listen, when we healthy, I don't care about none of them damn teams in the East. I don't give a damn about none of those teams.
Man, y'all don't got the size. Pause, bro. You don't got the size. You didn't get the size. You just talked about Mitchell Robinson being made of glass. You left Hartenstein. He's gone. You got cooked by Miles soft-ass Turner in the playoffs.
Wait a minute.
Miles Turner don't want no part of the paint. And even he decided the opportunity to go in there.
The Knicks do not have the size.
Busy.
You said the Knicks. Okay, hold.
Wait.
And I understand about Mitchell Robinson. But you know what? Mitchell Robinson is no. Hold a minute. Listen to me. Mitchell Robinson is a legitimate 7-footer. Am I correct?
When healthy, he's a difference maker. Absolutely.
How big is Julius Randle?
Let me say this.
How big is Julius Randle? 6'9",
6'10", 6'9",
and then OG is 6'8". So to say that we don't have size, that's
you ain't got the physicality. You ain't got the oomph, bro.
Teams in basketball. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, what you got cooked by Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam.
And
now
compare that. You said it yourself, NYG. We said it before. We were, because you even said it. We were decimated. We were playing with a lot of second year.
You didn't have Mitchell Robinson.
We didn't have a whole front line to play with them. So to say we got to destroy.
But you're
going up against second stringers.
This is what I'm trying to tell Knicks fans. One quick point, and I'm gonna land the plane. This is what I'm trying to tell Knicks fans. When I told you guys last year about Mitchell Robinson, you and Man came set up there and told me, oh, it's not that big of a deal. We ain't worried about Mitch. We good. We got Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, Mitchell Robinson ain't healthy. Y'all complain about his health. Hartenstein is gone. And I'm asking you the same question. How are you now going to defend the bigger players in the Eastern Conference with less size?
Mitchell Robinson is a dominant force when he's healthy. Ain't nobody say
when healthy. But y'all didn't feel that way last year when y'all was on y'all's high horse, and I was telling y'all needed Mitchell Robinson.
No.
I'm going to answer for myself.
I told you that when Mitchell Robinson.
I sent you two players, right? I'm sorry to cut your wisdom, man, Cave. You know I love you, because I got to defend me. Right now, right? I gotta defend me. When he was talking crazy, I said, "Hold on, let's bring it back." I'm gonna send you two players that I know the Knicks need right now, because one, I'm a Mitchell Robinson fan. I like the kid. I like the grit. I like the savvy. I like the rim protecting. I like the moxie. But the one thing I hate more than anything in the world, right, outside of his walk, is the fact that he is an offensive liability when it comes to the other end of the floor. If he's not going around the basket for a pick and roll, alley-oop, or an offensive rebound, the issues is dumping the ball in the post and making it easier for your perimeter players. That's why so much stress is on those guys, DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Randall, because he can't shake, dream, move up and under, 10, 12-footer. He has no offensive game whatsoever. And it is a liability later on in the playoffs.
Hold on, but not but that's not how y'all play. The way that y'all play more of a grit and grind style of basketball. Like, y'all thing is to win the rebound battle and to win the hustle battle. That's how we win. That's y'all game. That's how y'all been. That's how y'all win. That's how y'all win.
That's how this team played after they lost Julius and OG.
Thank you.
When you had
Coach.
Julius and OG, no, we
wasn't playing that way. Nope.
We remember
not at all.
But it helped y'all get to 50 wins when y'all was playing that way that they're saying, bro. Like, y'all was barely top 5 in the East.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
When did we become top 2?
You said that's how we played. How do we play when we had OG and Julius and Mitchell Robinson? We weren't playing like that. We weren't playing grinding it out.
Nope. We was playing offensive basketball.
Exactly.
The Knicks was one of the highest scoring teams in the league for the last 30 games of the season.
For the last 30 games
of the season.
I'm glad you said that because listen, we all know y'all had probably one of the best Februarys, bro, that y'all ever had in
That's a fact. That's a
team
fact.
history.
That's a fact.
And that's what kind of
That's a
catapulted
fact.
y'all to that record that y'all had.
Exactly.
But like,
Yes.
but if and you kind of threw a loop in there, E, because you said before the injury, y'all was playing top notch offensive basketball when y'all had
Right.
Julius Randle and OG
Yeah.
for that small
Yeah.
little stint.
Yes.
Afterwards, even though y'all was still scoring high, bro, like and a lot of perimeter, DiVincenzo was shooting well. Hart was playing well. I think Hart was damn near. He was damn near averaging triple doubles and shit. Who else? So y'all had I don't know why y'all didn't play Precious Achua as much, but Precious Achua
because we had Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic also came in and added some perimeter scoring for us.
Right, Bogdanovic. I forgot about him. Bogdanovic, Alec Burks. Who else? Damn, McBride. McBride.
But see, everything you're just talking about also goes to the depth of the Knicks team. That's the thing that helped the Knicks to close out the season because we had depth.
True.
So just like everybody always talks about, Tibbs and he wears players down, but that's when you don't have any when you only have a 7-man rotation. We wore it down because of injuries to a 7-man rotation. If you had those other players, you have a 10-man rotation. So what I'm saying is the reason why it was a 7-man because of the injuries, not because of Tibbs, but they were just situations that happened along the way. It's not because of Tibbs, but we had a legitimate 10-man rotation.
I did have a legitimate 10-man rotation, and the thing is, as deep as the team coming in this year, bro, it's gonna be even deeper. The problem is the identity of why y'all became a top 2 team in the East is now it's a missing void. Isaiah Hartenstein is gone. Mitchell Robinson is made out of glass. So the reality. Hold on. Let me finish this. I'm gonna land it home. The reality is that now y'all got to figure out how to win without having that aspect as high as y'all had it last year.
But we had it, Leaf. We had it. It was OG,
and y'all don't have it no more.
Listen to what he's saying.
We don't have OG.
Let me tell you something. I don't.
I'm talking about the rebounding. That's what I'm talking about. Why y'all won that
team with Mitchell Robinson as a rebounder and shot blocking enforcer, bro? I'm not worried about Hartenstein. That's what I'm saying. I've been over this podcast.
Julius is a double.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. It's about rebounding and shot blocking. If Mitchell Robinson's in that paint and he's healthy, blocking shots, rebounding, controlling the boards. Hartenstein wasn't doing that in the playoffs. He was getting abused in the playoffs. And like I said,
listen, I'm not gonna argue that Hartenstein is nowhere near the defender that Mitchell Robinson is. That's not even a thing. I already know that. I'm not arguing that. My thing is that with the depth that y'all have at other positions and y'all have it, y'all got somebody like if Randall go down, y'all got Precious Achua. If y'all got wing talent all over the place. Y'all got OG. Y'all got DiVincenzo. Y'all got Mikel now. Y'all got plenty of wing depth. My thing is going forward is that everything. If everything goes according to how y'all playing in terms of health, I'm okay. Like I already know y'all can get as far as y'all need to get, but that's gonna be later on during the season because I know y'all can stay healthy from November to all the way to All-Star break. What I don't know is that y'all can't stay healthy, and neither can no goddamn Tom Thibodeau team in the history of the league can stay healthy all the way to goddamn June. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But you're saying it's Tom Thibodeau, and what we're saying is that's every team.
And let me tell you something.
Miami. Go ahead, Cave.
But every team don't have that. But every team don't have them stats on their resume
that. Like I said, the regular season shows what players are, and the playoffs shows what players really are. Hartenstein was good in the regular season. In the playoffs, when the pressure stepped up, he wasn't really there. Mitchell Robinson steps up in the playoffs.
NYG harped on that. He harped on that.
And what I was trying to say is, everybody wants Mitchell Robinson to be a two-way player. Everybody can't shoot the ball and score the ball, bro. You got
I agree with that.
That's a fact.
I agree with that.
But I'm just saying, Knicks fans is the one who want Mitchell Robinson to be a two-way player. It's like, bro, you ain't making Brunson a two-way player. You ain't making Randall a two-way player. Why are you making Mitchell Robinson a two-way player? And he's a dominant at what he does.
Let him do what he do. Right. That's
let
all,
him do what he do.
That's all I
I'm
was
cool
saying.
with that.
It's just look. It's like Nets fans with Claxton.
Right.
All these Net fans want Claxton to get a jump shot and all this shit.
Right.
I've been guilty of that too. But now I be like, man, yo, just let dude do what he do. Let him do what he do because he's good at what he does. Same thing with Mitchell Robinson. You can't have five scorers on the court at all times.
Right.
Let me tell y'all why. Let me tell y'all why Leaf is my man. Y'all ready? Let me tell y'all why Leaf just became my man, my brethren.
My man.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why Leaf. Once anybody start me drinking, right? Because I was sipping water, Lee, till you started this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's my fault. Okay.
Leaf has that effect. I'm telling you. Go watch Leaf's channel. Go subscribe to Leaf Diggy right now. You know what I'm saying? And go watch his page.
I'm real calm on my own channel, bro. I go on everybody else's shit.
Will show you how he get down.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo.
That's true.
What, Lee? You from Brooklyn originally, right, family?
Yes. I've been
You grew up a fan of who? Who's your team again?
I grew up. I ain't become a Nets fan until Vince Carter got there, but Vince was always my guy.
Okay, so who was your team before Vince Carter?
My team before Vince Carter. I ain't have a team before Vince Carter.
Okay,
not in the NBA.
So you grew up a New Yorker, not liking the Knicks?
Big L style. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't have no more to say, Lee. Thank you so much for answering my question.
He's drinking.
Appreciate it, man. Nah. I will tell you, I've been a Green Bay Packer fan since 1995. So I mean, that's. I
So you was a Giants fan before?
No.
Don't cap.
He's no fan.
I'm not. Never. I was never a Giants or Jets fan.
Okay.
My father been a Giants. My father been a Jets fan for 60 years.
Right.
Listen, need no more to be said. My brother's a Giants fan. Who else? My uncle on God rest his soul, he was a Giants fan. He had a whole bunch of Giants here. He had Lawrence Taylor jerseys and all that shit, bro. Like he had a whole bunch of stuff. But they was Giants fans that I know. But the Giants never really got under my skin. Like they never really annoyed me, bro. Like I was always okay with the Giants.
We only meet each other in the playoffs most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have split in the last 4 meetings, right?
And we send them home.
Giants and Packers?
The Giants.
Yeah, that's the only time we really, had each other.
I think, the whole time we won the last.
Y'all beat us in 2016. We've won the.
That was the boat game. Yeah, I remember that. That was the boat game. That was the boat game. Yeah.
That was the last time y'all beat us.
And Cutlass beat y'all last season.
Y'all beat us last season. Yeah,
and then we beat them in 2022 with Daniel Jones and
right.
They had
2022 with Daniel Jones. Yeah.
Right, we was in Germany that game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that game, bro. Like somehow, some way, we blew that shit.
I'm telling you, look, we were streaming, and I had Leaf, and I told Leaf.
He did.
I told him we was gonna win that game.
He said he did say that Buddy was gonna send some Italians to Jordan Love crib, and they was just like, "Yo, they was gonna make him an offer he couldn't refuse." You know, like, "No, we got you. Yo, we got you right here, money. Yo, you just gotta throw this game. You'll be all right. Your family be good. Everything."
I got a question for the panel if I can ask one, if that's all right. And why?
Of course, anytime.
All right. Now we know the teams that made the moves, and we know the teams that didn't.
Okay.
Who do you guys think will be the sleeper team? Because I don't think any of us thought Dallas was coming out of the West to go to the NBA Finals, right? I could say that. I ain't
gonna lie to you. It was I stream with like different ages. I'm like the middle of the pack kid. Right. I can tell you, I stream with a lot of these youngsters. They had Dallas making it out. But I could go to streams that had Luka making. They think the world of Luka. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know how the kids are. So they had him making out of it, but like a lot of us didn't. But To answer your question about the sleeper team in the West,
Yeah.
Memphis.
Okay.
That's what I had.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Memphis for a minute.
Memphis for sure.
That's where you going to, man cave?
If Ja
can get his mind right,
and he plays the way he was playing,
I think he will.
Because now adding in, even though he's a rookie, that big son of a bitch he's a problem.
Exactly.
He's gonna be a problem.
He's a problem.
Yes, he is.
And the pick and roll.
What was his injury again? What was his injury?
Who?
Ja.
But
Durant was a shoulder?
John, I think probably was a shoulder. Yeah.
I think it was a
It
shoulder.
was shoulder, right? It was upper body.
Yeah, shoulder.
Okay, of course.
Shoulder,
You just said the Western Conference, E?
No, I'm gonna ask both. I'm gonna ask both.
No. The sleeper for me is Memphis and throughout the whole league. I'll be honest with you, they peaked at number 2 the last time that they was at full health and they was competitive, real strong, and injuries kind of broke them apart. Like when they messed around and ran into Golden State, obviously that's when Golden State ran off their last championship. I did that, but now that the Western Conference is kind of going in somewhat of a youth movement, to me, I look at OKC. I look at who else I look at? I'm looking at
Minnesota.
I would say Minnesota got a little bit of a mix, but I'm looking at other teams.
I'm gonna tell you the Pelicans, if they could stay healthy.
You know what, Cave, bro? Oh,
because they got Murray. They got Murray now.
Piss me off! Oh my. Yo,
no, they got Murray now. They got a point.
Hold up.
They got Murray, but
they got Lamont Murray. I mean, DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray, yeah. They got
so it's Murray, Ingram, Williamson,
McCollum.
CJ McCollum. They don't have no center though. They don't have no big man.
What's his name? Herb Jones.
Herb Jones. You got what's the kid? What's his
I know you're talking about. That 6'8", 6'9" kid.
6'9" kid, bro. He dunking like crazy.
The light skinned kid. The light skinned kid.
No. Hold on.
Oh, Murphy.
Yes, Murphy. Yes.
They don't have a center. They
don't got a big man because they let Valanciunas walk. They don't have a big man.
What about the Sacramento Kings?
Sacramento, they don't play enough defense, but
I was just about to say they don't got enough defense
though. You got Fox, you got Sabonis.
They don't play defense at all.
I get it, bro. I get it. But
the thing is, you gotta get stops in the West because everybody.
The Pacers don't play defense and they made it to the. They.
Listen, NYG.
Look,
DeAndre Fox is too light to fight and too thin to win. He is not stopping nobody on the defense.
I like Sabonis. I even like DeMar DeRozan on their team. Offensively, I think they could do things. But in the Western Conference, you have to get stops.
I think they're getting slept on. We talking about sleeper teams. I ain't saying favorites. I ain't saying they going. Yeah.
My thing is Memphis is slept on. If you look at
wasn't they like what? Didn't they finish like with a good record last year in the West? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Top 3, and they lost in 7 games to Steph.
Hey,
that's what happened.
They got what's that?
Legendary team. They can't knock them for that.
He from Baylor, the 7-footer on Pelicans. From Baylor, the dude. That's what they picked in the draft.
Right. So they gonna have to start him because they center position is kind of like frail at the moment.
We talked about this team earlier. How y'all feel about San Antonio? Y'all think they took a step up?
I think that they're going to be highly competitive and they'll win games.
They challenge for a play-in?
I think they're going to be highly competitive.
I don't think they're going to be.
And they're going to win games that they're not supposed to when we talk later on. We're going to talk later on and be like, yo, they beat blah, blah, blah last night, right? Yo, they beat blah, blah, blah last night.
Yeah.
Because savvy veterans know the floor. Savvy veterans know the floor. High IQ will always beat a high athlete.
I have more confidence in Houston over San Antonio. Sorry.
Ooh,
now tell me what Houston got.
I do, and I do too. And the reason being is because of coach, not just because of coaching. And I'm not gonna say because Popovich is coach over there. Mm-hmm. I personally think that Pop, I think Pop is more. He's gonna be more of an upstairs guy, like in the future as this team ascends. I think that coaching job is for somebody younger, for somebody that's gonna appear like that's gonna be on the same wavelength as the younger players. Yeah. So I think Popovich is gonna be try to move more upstairs because he knows how to make moves. He's been running that team for over 15, 20 years. So
What's
like he
good with
already
you,
knows how
Brock?
to make moves. What's good with the Brock? So I definitely agree with Coach, bro. The Rockets is hungry. The Rockets is because Ime got them kids playing defense.
The key is going to be how does Sengun come back and recover from his injury because he gives them
2010 and 5.
Yeah,
wasn't he? What?
Yeah. That dude down low. I mean, he
Sengun
was starting to
real.
show me something. Shout out to my man Rios from the Pick and Roll podcast. He opened my eyes to him, and yeah, it was tough to see him go down with an injury, but that dude I was just like, he's going to be a contender out west when he really recovers from his injury. So this year, I mean, plus they have some other, they have the other players around them. As much as you want to hate on him. What's his name? Who came over from Memphis? He plays on Team Canada.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, that boy played. You can hate on it, but he has that toughness. He may not have the elite skill set, but he has the mental.
You need somebody like that on your team, bro. You need some annoying ass, dirty work guy.
He's the enforcer for that team. So he's going to take the pressure off of those young kids over there so they don't have to worry about, in a sense, trying to step up and protect someone else. They can just go play their game. So
that's a fact.
Hey, that's why they play.
But the thing about the Rockets is, Coach, that we missing, they have the ability to go either in a full-length young direction or a full-length win-now direction. So they have that opportunity because a lot of their draft picks, they hit on almost all their draft picks. Mm-hmm. They hit on Jalen Green. They hit on Thompson. They hit on Jabari. They hit on what's the kid? Whitmore. They and I think they about to hit on Reed Shepard. Like that's 5 draft picks that they hit on.
Thanks to the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thanks to us. We know how to build other teams. We don't know how to build our own goddamn team. That's what it is. So thanks to the Brooklyn Nets.
Bullshit,
the Boston Celtics got a goddamn championship with 2 Scottie Pippens on their damn roster. Thanks to us, the Houston Rockets, bro, is running around hit on every damn draft pick that we gave them. Thank you for nothing. Front office. Thank you for nothing. We got a damn GM that needs to be sent to Guantanamo Bay. That's where he needs to be sent. Send his ass over there. Don't give him no key. Don't give him no jury. No nothing. Just send him over there. That's it. You stayed here. You don't see another job for the rest of your days. That's it.
And they got Amen Thompson too.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Amen Thompson. Listen. Who I think everybody in that draft, in that Wemby draft, is defensively sound or off the rip. The Thompson twins, Wemby, Whitmore, we even got Clowney blocking that had 7-block game. Everybody is defensively sound in that draft to me. So
Clowney's pretty good, man. I think Clowney's gonna be
Clowney is pretty good. But I think on that Rockets team to touch on what you're saying, Coach, I think they have the ability to go in either direction. Because realistically, Kevin Durant wanted to play with Email a long time ago. And now you got that coaching job. I want to see what the Rockets, if the Rockets is going to pull that trigger on a trade, possibly, because they got the assets to do it. But I just don't know if they're going to do it right now. We got to see. Because they got a mix of vets and they got a mix of young players, too. So, yeah. I don't think the Spurs is going to be better than the Rockets, though. No.
I think they should just let KD stay with the Suns and let them implode.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what? And it's a good thing that we can agree on something, Cade. Let his ass ride over there. We don't give a damn about him. You know?
That's what
they made their bet already. They went all in. They knew they didn't have a point guard. They still won't go get Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is still available.
Exactly.
You need a point guard. He was having 7 assists and 1 turnover. Go get him.
This shit is pitiful, man. But we're gonna wrap it up, man.
Hey, E, before we get out of here, E, just for you.
What's that? College football.
Feel still. He know what I'm talking. Feel still. We gonna talk
Okay.
later.
We definitely gonna
All
talk
right.
later. Yo, and why? Real
Yo.
quick, when the show ends, backstage pause. I need to talk to you. Business opportunity that I want to talk to you about. We spoke about it before. I don't want to do that during the
Okay.
show. All right. I
Okay.
got it. All right.
Bet that. But yeah, give you guys last words. Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them what you got going on this week, and what streams and what new exciting content y'all got planned. So we're gonna go around the room. I'll go from bottom down. Pause. Leaf. Go ahead.
All right, man. Yo, Leaf 4788 on YouTube, Twitter. Leaf underscore 4788 on Instagram. I'm also I found my way on that bum ass goddamn TikTok, man. My girlfriend found me. She was the first one to find me. She said, "Hey, baby," I'm like, yeah, I did mess around to get an account. I messed around and hit the sign in with Google, and now I got a damn TikTok account. So yeah, I'm on TikTok. I ain't putting no videos up yet. Waiting for the damn I'm waiting, coach and coach shout out coach on this. I'm waiting for the WNBA to come back. They needed a much needed break for those girls, those young ladies, man, because they've been playing basketball. A lot of the rookies been playing basketball since the March Madness all the way, and they ain't barely had no breaks. They had to jump in the training camp. Obviously Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese and the rookies, and who was phenomenal in the All-Star game, by the way. That was one of the best All-Star games I ever seen. Like men or women. So that's the hell with the bullshit. That was one of the best All-Star games I ever seen. But definitely WNBA content coming soon. And also this season, college content. I will be focusing on Rutgers basketball. They're gonna have two of the top 3 picks in that draft, and
Okay.
Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. Cooper Flag. I know how people feel about Cooper Flag, but I'm on Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper because I believe those are the players that's going to help rebuild the Brooklyn Nets franchise, man. And one of the 2 players for sure. So definitely look out for that, and definitely look out for more content coming next season. The next season is going to be the last TNT season, obviously, man. That's going to be an interesting story,
Yeah.
and I want to get into that maybe in a future stream. Try to get into that about the TNT. They looking for some money from in the NBA because that lawsuit did get filed, and it's looking like it's gonna get real vicious, man. So look out for that, man. Definitely. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to E, man. I definitely been on panel with you before. Shout out to Cave, man, who always give me shit. Shout out to Coach always, man. Coach, man. Shout out.
Hey, Leaf.
Bring me here.
Give me a minute. Backstage. Give me like 2 minutes with you, bro. Pause. But I wanna holler at you about something real quick. But E, tell them what you got going on, man. Mr. Laid Back, chilling in Vegas, having a good time. You coming back, man? What you on the shakedown got? What y'all got?
Don't worry, I'll tell them where they can find me right now. Y'all can find me _the chosen one on Instagram, Twitter, X, as they call it now, formerly. You know what I mean? You can catch me on the Shakedown Show Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 10:30 on YouTube. Like and subscribe to the tribe. We bring Giants content. We talk about the NBA, political issues, current events, everything that's going on in the world. We try to give a little flavor to, you know what I mean, and also bring a little comedy to the situation. We got a couple of other shows out, Urban Impact, Shake Skull and Ebert, and Today's Culture, talking about hip hop, present day, modern situation, Black Wall Street, financial literacy, helping the community, leadership, mentorship, things like that. But most of all, I bring a spirituality to most things. Jesus is Lord, and everybody knows that. I like to close out things in prayer. Of course, everybody knows me for that as well. But most of all, man, just a guy that loves sports and that's brothers, man. And I'm just proud and thankful to be here today, talking with my brother. Thanks for the invite. And gentlemen on the panel, without you there's no me, man. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me. God bless you. And y'all already know what time it is. He the chosen one from the Bronx.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you,
E.
E, man. Appreciate you, man, for tapping in, for joining the show, man. And you already know, man. If you don't know E gonna speak his mind, but he gonna do it so eloquently. Not like nobody like this dude, man, out there,
Right.
man. Appreciate you, love you, my brother. Cave, what you got going on, bro? Tell them where
Okay,
they can find
man.
you at.
You can find me at the Man Cave podcast on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter at the Man Cave _S God. And like I said, yeah, I do Giants context, but mostly Knicks content. And also this season, I'm going to be doing some college basketball too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Duke fan, so Cooper Flag is going to be,
Boo.
you know what I'm saying, going to be doing things. So hey, it's all great, man. Hey, that's what we do. Talk Knicks, and everything, world of sports and things like that, you know what I'm saying? So you can catch me on the Big Blue Crew, part of the Big Blue Crew network, sports network and stuff like that with
Let's
Coach,
get it.
with my brother right there, NYG Unpopular Opinion Sports, G Nation Inside Sports, Big Pat Sports, and everybody else part of the Big Blue Crew, you know what I'm saying? I also be, I go through Shakedown Network, you know what I'm saying, be on there, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, stuff like that. Listen to my brothers, the chosen one, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man. So that's what I'll be. And then also Sundays, you know what I'm saying? It's that Giants conversation and stuff like that. So, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do a podcast tomorrow, like, say like in the evening or something like that, talking like Giants recap from training camp,
Okay.
like
Cool.
that. So I should be on tomorrow about 6.
Okay. Bet that, man. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go sub to Man Cave, the Man Cave podcast, man. Man Cave, excellent content creator, well knowledgeable brother. You know what I'm saying? As forementioned, new member of the Big Blue Crew, I should say. So appreciate you, Cave, man. Thank you, man, for joining the show, and thank you for supporting me as always. Now, Coach.
Mhm.
Hold on,
Coach,
let me see.
OG Coach, man, what you got going on,
Yeah.
bro?
Whew. Man, I just realized I just
Oh
got so much
no!
going on. Well,
Yes, we lost. Ooh.
oh, the Yankees, yeah, I've been knew that.
What happened? The game over?
Yeah, we lost
Yeah,
9-7.
they stink.
Again.
Ah, damn.
Trash.
But it was the Red Sox?
Yeah.
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 Oh shit. That's always a bummer.
So, I got a lot going on right now, but I'm on here every day. You'll always find me on here. Well, I'm supposed to be on here every day. Some days I do I'm just my body just says, nah,
Mhm.
you too old, chill.
Mhm.
So but I'm on here pretty much every day. First of all, YouTube channel is Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. That's Ed with 2 D's, EDDs. I just took out the war, so that's why I'm Ed. So it's Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports on Twitter, X, however you want to categorize it. It's Skies Papa 72. That's SKYSPOPPA 72 from my granddaughter. That's my baby, love her. On Instagram, it's Don't Sweat the Technique, just like Rakim says, don't sweat the technique. So for
I like
sure.
that.
On TikTok, it's Ed at Ed Gladney, EDD Gladney. I'm also on Discord. It's Ed's Amazing Worlds, WORLD''S. So yeah, I'm on Discord. I've been on there for a minute. So many different shows, networks, Big Blue Crew Network, Hardcore Sports Network, Shakedown. I've been on there. I've been on Leaf's show, Leaf and Breezy. With the Nets, showing support. I've rocked with a few other people on the West Coast. Always Arizona in the crew. So, you know, I'm everywhere. Tomorrow you'll see me 2 o'clock on the halftime coaching adjustment show with me and Philly halftime 2 old farts, where we sit down and we talk about sports. But it's not just about sports. We talk about life, family, love, relationships. We talk technology, old school technology versus new school technology. We've done interviews. Tomorrow we have an interview with East Coast Gridiron, Coach Dante from East Coast Gridiron. So, definitely going to be, a good one tomorrow. Of course, I'll be on there with Giant Conversation on Sunday. You'll see me on Coach Ed Gladney's Reading Attack Sports Show live. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Friday will be at 6 o'clock. Tuesday with NYG. We're at Heart of the City, always bringing that fire. We're Heart of the City. Wednesday, Pick and Roll Podcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, where we're also talking NBA. And on Thursday, we're on the Full Court Press talking to WNBA. And I'm in the process, which is probably going to be coming out soon. Rocking Doing It for the R, where I'm talking Rutgers athletics. So trying to solidify the time, but yeah, definitely going to be talking a lot of Rutgers football. And Leaf, just to let you know, be on the lookout because Keon Anthony just gave out his final top 6. For those of you who don't know, that's Carmelo Anthony's son, and his top 6 is Auburn, Ohio State, Florida State, Syracuse, Rutgers, and USC. So yeah, so Rutgers.
Rutgers basketball,
look, I'm gonna say this. If you would have asked me to say who's going to be the favorite, I'm sorry, it's Syracuse. And that's where his pops went.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah. I mean, I have to be real, but do I want it to be Rutgers? Hell yes. Yes. But now I will say this: how Rutgers performs this upcoming year, you never know. That may swing it. So and Rutgers has 2 other 5 stars for that following year who they're in strong contention for. So it's the perception is changing right now. Coach Pike has done a phenomenal job, and shout out to my man Coach Shiano. I'm sorry, I have to do it. They just flipped the kid. Now he was committed to Kent State, but he's a projected top tight end. They just flipped him today, and he's entering the 2025 class. So that's going to push Rutgers up because they now have unlimited scholarships, but they're walking away from walk-ons, and that's all. It's not just football. That's all basketball too. So that's something that I know we'll talk about later.
Yes, sir.
So again, that's where I am. You know me. Y'all that know me. Y'all that know me know I talk sports. I love it. I talk all sports. And I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to stream the Olympics. That's what I forgot I got to do because I'm trying to get
me too. I do too, Coach. Because I wanted to. I'll be up a little bit early. I was trying to see if I could get that 5 a.m. game, but I definitely got to figure out because I do got Peacock, but I got it in the room, but I got to see how I'm gonna do it though. But I'm if it's coming on Peacock, then I'm gonna mess around and do it. If not, then try to see if
I want to see. I gotta see the track and field because I gotta see my girl Shakari. I gotta see her.
Shout out to her, man. What a comeback story, man.
Yes.
For real. What a comeback story.
Yes.
Young girl, man. She was just out there, just running her ass off, man. Like she was just record after record after record, and it's kind of going under the look, man. But I definitely was noticing it, but I don't really pay too much attention to track and field, but I definitely was noticing.
Look, I go back.
You know what it is too. Another shout out.
Beavers.
I don't remember 2 black athletes from 2 opposite polar sports flag bearing. Shout out to Coco, bro, for being the first female black athlete to be a flag bearer her age, man. Like,
exactly.
Yo.
You talking about the girl play tennis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a big deal right there.
So yeah,
I think she definitely carrying the flag the rest of the way. That Serena and Venus carried for so long, man. For sure.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Sorry, go ahead, NY.
But yeah, man, we're gonna close out, man. Of course, man, you can catch me Unpopular Opinion Sports. Catch me on Twitter, NYG22, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports. Sunday, Giants conversation, Giants fans. We're gonna talk about training camp. We're gonna talk about the hard knocks. We're gonna talk about all the things you guys want to talk about, and we're gonna do preview. Oh, E, you play fantasy football?
What? Yo, we got a whole league, the Shakedown League. Four leagues.
We need you in because I got a league now. We starting a league, so we could talk about
I ain't
that.
played
man,
this so
but,
long, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But
we
definitely,
going
man. It's gonna be
PPR. Is PPR joint?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll at your boy. I'll at him.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna preview. We're gonna do some fantasy previews, man. Some different things, man. Giants conversation, of course.
I bet.
Tuesday, heart of the city, man. You already know what it is, man. We talking. We got Knicks fans. We got Nets fans. We got Giants, Jets fans, Yankees, Mets. People wearing
Have
Mets
Leaf
hats
ever
in
seen any
in
of
the
my
building.
posts? Have Leaf ever seen any of my posts after we played?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if you following them on Twitter, man.
Nah.
But
I'm wild.
Hold on. I gotta get you onto it. Let me go get my phone.
Yeah, I'm wild disrespectful, Leaf.
but
I'm wild disrespectful. Like, man cave, no. And coach, no. What? Don't do it.
But
Don't
yeah,
do
but,
it.
Don't forget what's that debate Wednesday or
That's a
debate
fact.
Wednesday.
That is a fact.
Yep.
That is
Fire,
the fact.
man.
Two people
Fire.
go on and
Hold on. I got you, because I'm a little bit disrespectful myself. I'm known to be, obviously.
Oh,
Everybody knows it.
A little bit.
I can't.
A little
I
bit.
I can't just
A
allow.
little bit.
You know, listen. Like I said,
You
I
put
don't
a
have
piece of
any-
cheese on your head, pause, on my Blacktop podcast stream. That is wild, disrespectful.
Put a piece of cheese.
Hey, listen, you're gonna be seeing a whole lot of it. Listen, you're gonna be seeing a whole lot of it.
There it is.
This year for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I like that Giants hat. Listen,
Thank you.
let it be known. I'm gonna let it be known right here. I don't have no malice towards y'all. I think y'all are pure comedy. I really do. Like I wasn't mad when Eli won them 2 championships, man. Like everybody thought I was mad because whatchamacallit threw the Brett Favre threw the interception in the frozen game.
He beat the hell out of Aaron Rodgers in that.
And yeah. You got Aaron Rodgers, and then listen. I'll tell you one thing, but I'll tell you this. In the last 10 seasons, there's only 2 teams in the NFC with over 100 wins. And the Green Bay Packers is one of them. The other team, bro, like, it's definitely not the New York Giants.
We just gonna keep switching hats while you talk.
The show for it, and you got shit to show for it.
I got more hats, bro. Like, I just gotta go to
see, you gotta keep getting up.
I got.
I'm right.
Hats
They
too.
right here.
I got hats too. The hat that I'm wearing right now.
They right here. Y'all gotta get up. They right here.
It ain't football season yet, Eve. So I'm trying like the thing is,
but you just put a Green Bay Packers hat on, Lee.
Save
You just threw a whole
Save it for Sunday. Save it for Sunday.
Yes.
So
That's
that we can talk as much shit as we want to talk on Giants Conversation because again, 11:45. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
This is how we do things. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, shout out to the blue fellas, man. Shout out to the blue crew, man.
That's right.
Listen, shout out to also the Big Pat, Lou. Shout out to them too, man. Big Pat signed for the stream. Shout out to NY. Of course, Coach King. Man, shout out to the whole blue crew.
Thank you, my
y'all
guy.
ain't going nowhere, but shout out to y'all anyway, man. Like, of course, man. Like, we got some futuristic things coming in the NFC real soon, man. But it ain't like the AFC, so we ain't got to worry about that bullshit. But,
y'all saw the tribute I sent to Lou, right? NY. I did a small little walkthrough with Floyd Mayweather Gym, and Casamayora was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was like, yo, leather to the face, my man Lou, this is for you. And I showed like how, you know what I mean, guys really like, yo, from the bottom, from the mud, just coming in, they start, you know what I mean, training and getting themselves together. And how legends, if you don't know who they are and you're not a boxing fan, you won't know who that dude is, B. You see me? You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting there giving these young kids lessons on like, yo, this is how you got to do this. I sent it to Lou, though. He'll tell y'all about it.
Okay. All right.
So definitely, we got what's that? Ida Rando.
But yeah, we're gonna close
Ida
out.
Chosen
man.
one.
Ida Chosen one on Twitter.
We're gonna close out, man, and definitely appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in. Next Friday, Blacktop Podcast, man. Be there or be square, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all basketball
Chosen one,
all
Elijah.
the time, man. This is what we doing out here. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Please go sub to all these great content creators. Definitely go sub to everybody in the Big Blue crew. You already know who they is. Links are in the description of the video. Appreciate y'all, man.
I ain't find no
Till
Packers
next
fans
time.
from Brooklyn, man.
Yeah.
But I might have to hook
I
up.
don't
I might have
know
to do this myself.
where the guy with the cheese on his head is talking about, but we getting up out.
We got one in the
y'all.
we got one in the shakedown crew, Leaf. His name is Nacho. We call him Nacho in the box with cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho in the box with cheese.
Libre.
Oh man, Nacho in the box with cheese.